other commissioners were journalists who reported, and another commissioner was just a housewife, neutral and everything, have no political inclination, but just a mother, because a lot of mothers went through a lot, and a commissioner of that stature would understand what people went through. Liberian people were determined for results. And at this stage, I don't think any of us who signed on to the report have reached the point of giving the report of the commission a second term. We have no regrets. And the Liberian people weren't satisfied with what we did. You would have gotten the results. We've said it over and over. All of those who are clamoring against the results of the commission are either doing so out of fear or interest, or a combination of both fear and interest. How can you redress more than 2 decades of conflict in which there was no respect for human rights, in which the resources of the country was pillaged, in which people got poorer and poorer amidst a lot of resources and natural endowments? And we are prepared to receive oil. The debt on Liberia has been relieved. We can now borrow in millions. Our capacity and opportunity to borrow will be used for the good of the country, or will we continue along the old order of what we used to do before? There are prescriptions in the TRC recommendations that address how natural resources should be properly managed for the benefit of the people. Not much is changing in Liberia in terms of addressing structural reforms, addressing how the country can make progress. And we tell people, build the roads, build the skyscrapers, build the schools, build the hospitals. If you don't train teachers, what use is the school? If you don't train nurses and doctors, what use are the clinics? If you don't address the overwhelming desires of people, the burning desires that people have, if you don't build reconciliation, how do you secure the future? There will be war again, people will come and they will damage. Because if people do not identify with the progress of government or with a perversive society, they tend to react. What has the war got to do with the hydro, for example? The hydro provides electricity for Monrovia and its environs, but it was damaged. Was that an instrument of war? No. But the guys who did it never benefited from the hydro. And then nothing to them. All of us who live in Monrovia were perceived as enemies of the vast majority of the people. Because Monrovia was Liberia. So when we get to Monrovia, we were destroyed. Why would people go to the University of Liberia and loot all of the libraries? Go to the records section and destroy all of the records? Certainly they were university students. And they didn't feel privileged enough to attend the University of Liberia. So since all of those who attended the university have all their big degrees, are exploiting us and are responsible for our state of abject poverty, we attack them where it hurts most. There is a need for reconciliation in Liberia. And reconciliation in the context of Liberia is not holding conferences. It's addressing the root causes of the conflict. It's addressing the concerns of the overwhelming majority of Liberians who understand that the country will never get it right if certain things are not done. If there's no equity, there's no respect for human rights, if there's no gender equality, if there's no respect for our children and their proper upbringing, You have 100,000 ex-combatants that were disarmed according to UN statistics. A few hundreds appeared before the commission and told us their stories. The rest of them live in communities with us. If we don't have them empowered, education, training, they become our burden tomorrow. And it's a serious problem. Again, the recommendations of the TRC provide some suggestions as to how to move forward. There are a lot of groundbreaking things the Commission did. We were determined to let our people know that this was a different time. All other previous commissions before ours operated right in Monrovia. We didn't have the endowment of financial resources to run the scale of operation that we did. But we felt there was only one way to do it, and that way was the right way and the best way. We reached out. We didn't want to come in the diaspora here, we didn't want to go to Ghana, we didn't want to go to Nigeria. We went to every county and reached out to people in the villages. That's how we managed to get the trust of the people for them to talk to us. We told them Monrovia is not Liberia, and you suffer the war. It is you who matters most. That's why we have left Monrovia and come to you. Our sheer simplicity and humility encourage people to trust us and tell us the stories they did. The experts told us that women won't come forward because, from experience, women are shy to talk about their abuses. But he spoke to us in almost equal number. Out of the 20,000 that gave statements, I think women were up to about 50%. 48% were women, statements from women. And they told us all the gruesome details of what they went through. So after going throughout the country, visiting all the provinces, holding public hearings for 12 months straight, unending, people heard what others had to say. It's all been documented. The process took on a dynamics beyond any of us who were commissioners. We were just mere individuals governing a process. We took on a national trust, and we didn't betray that trust. The process of producing the report was another stressful event. We had an inkling as to what the commission was recommending because we had issued a preliminary report in December of 2009. And so there were some indication that this commission is going to be very, very tough. We had to make a lot of sacrifices. People complaining that the report was poorly written, printed. None of us on the commission were selected because of our rhetorical skills or because of our academic abilities. We think we were selected because that was our standing in society. People trusted us, so we did the best under the circumstances. We made personal sacrifices to do the report. We traveled out of Liberia to protect the sanctity of the report because our ranks have been compromised already by the political authorities. We spent 3 months in Ghana finalizing the work of the report at our own expense.